Trent Jeske. I'm a senior, and I play offensive and defensive line.
And you're going too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl, and it's going too far, 'cause you know it don't.
My name is Trent Jeske. I play offensive and defensive line, and I have the highest blood sugar on the team.
Trent, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
Just like brotherhood and everyone being like, I don't even know, like it's so natural now to be like, just we're doing this every day. Like I don't know anything else. So I mean, like I'll be in class and I'll think about other people's lives. Like they just go home and do nothing, and they're like, I don't know what they do. They go home and sleep, but I'm out here. We're all here working and being together and just like being in the community for the community. We're like kind of the face of it. I feel like.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it is fun to a degree. Sometimes there's stressfulness in there, but it is a lot of fun being with the guys.
What about 5 a.m. lifts? How fun are those?
During the winter, I actually kind of enjoyed it. Like I just got up, just popped some caffeine, and just got to jam out to the music I liked with my guys, and then just go throughout the day. It was kind of fun, but some people don't like it. I enjoyed it.
How much do things like that separate this program from others in the area?
Oh, for sure. I mean, like every day we're doing that stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know how much they're doing. We don't really keep the eye on them, but we're definitely way ahead by doing that. We're all in the morning lifting, screaming at each other, like trying to get more higher weights every single week, and it's a big enjoyment for everyone.
Last year's team graduated probably one of the best senior classes in a long time, and everyone was like, oh, that was Avon's year, and he didn't make it, not even to the Final Four. Here you are guys now, already at that level, if not higher, so quick. How'd you do it?
I don't know. It's crazy, honestly. I gotta give like congrats to all the underclassmen for stepping up. For right now, we had returning starters like our whole offensive line, a couple defenders, and a lot of the juniors just came out of nowhere. Like some of the people you didn't even see like just pop up, and they're just there, and they're making plays and just showing out when you never even thought the year before that they'd be on the field with you.
What do you think that is? You think they're just playing loose?
Yeah, I think they're having a great time too. Like they're just enjoying every step of the way, and just having to fill the shoes. They know what they got to do. I don't see any like they're not scared or anything. They're just enjoying it and they know what to do.
You have an interesting dynamic because you've seen both sides of the ball now. You're one of the few two-way players. There's only a couple of you. Let's start with when you were on the offensive side. Here you are playing with one of the top offensive lines with some of the top players in the state. How much did that challenge you and make you want to be better?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I was always the one that had to grow the most. I feel like everyone else felt like knew what they were doing quicker than me. I was trying to always learn, sitting with the coaches after practice, trying to figure out my plays. But they've definitely like been egging on me at some points, and it's definitely made me work a lot harder to get to their level and try and work as a team more.
Now you're on the other side. You're going against them in practice. What's that like?
Oh my gosh! Yesterday I got my first rep against Hamilton, and I was so hyped up, but made a wrong move, and he got me, and I'd say I lost a rep, but I mean, it's whatever. I'm going to go against him again here soon, hopefully.
Do you think that's another reason why the defense is so well, because they go against this offense every day in practice?
Oh my gosh, yes, for sure. They got to go against a starting O-line every single day, and a returning O-line that's had basically a year of experience. Like, it doesn't even feel like we're just starting out this season. It's like it's week 18 for us because we're just like right there, we know what we're doing. And when I'm on the offense, but the defense then gets to go against that, and when they go against a team that we're playing, it's like they're going. I don't even know. Like, we're the top, right? And then they're below it. The other teams are here. So I mean, I don't know. It's just they're getting that much better.
When you were back on the offensive side blocking, and you're blocking for JC, and here you are in the trenches doing your thing, and all of a sudden you feel him fly by you. What did that feel like?
Oh, it is the best feeling actually. Like the McKinley game, there was a play where he did that, and it's just like you're blocking, you turn your guy a little bit, and he comes right off your butt, and you just see him running for a touchdown. You're like, oh yes, I set that up. Like, let's go. Like, it's the best feeling.
How about even if he doesn't score a touchdown, but he gets big chunk yards and everything?
Yeah.
Watching a player like him do his thing.
Yeah, it is awesome. I mean, we as the O-line don't get a ton of praise, but deep down inside, I know that they love us and that JC's thanking us for making those holes for him.
Even Nolan too this year.
Yeah, for sure. I know he's a big runner, so we got to hold on our blocks a little longer, but yeah, it's good.
On a Friday night, when you come in this great locker room, you put on that uniform, you walk out, you walk through the tunnel, and you come out this electric atmosphere. What's that like?
It's crazy. I mean, you're just kind of in your own head. Like, you just got to put tunnel vision on, put the blinders on, and focus on your next step, really. You can't I feel like it's hard to look around, but I've been trying to soak it up as much as I can recently. But I'll be in the middle of the field. I'll just be like looking around and enjoying it for a minute and then get right back to what I need to do.
How much do you think community support helps you guys?
Oh, it's tremendous. Like, I look in the stands, I see a full packed house, and I'm just like, I just get a little rile. I get like a little like tingle in my body, like that I just got to go kill this person in front of me, just make a move and make the play so my community's behind me.
Year in and year out, you guys graduate, great classes, but here it is, you don't rebuild, you retool. What is it about this program that every year you're contenders, and if not, you're contenders for big things?
Everyone just learns from each other. Like, they make a mistake, then we're not going to make that mistake again. Like, it's just watching your teammates, like past years. Maybe I'll watch like someone ahead of me from last year and learn from their mistakes. Like, we were watching film all the time and just continuously being coached and sharpened up. I think it's just great.
How psyched are you for this senior year?
Oh, I'm pumped. I mean, like, we're doing great so far, and people are saying that we're going to be like walking through our conference right now, but we just got to go step by step. You can't look at that in the goal. You just got to, game by game, just keep pummeling everyone.
How do you stay humble when press clippings and reporters and everything are showing up?
You just have to. There's no other chance. Like, it's just a mentality at that point. You just have to stay foot on the gas. You can't stop and look up for any time. Just keep pushing it down, and we'll see where it takes us.
What would be the perfect way to end your senior year?
The state chip, obviously, but I mean, I'm just looking to have a great time along the way. I mean, state chip, beating Hoban maybe, but TCC is not here anymore, which is kind of annoying. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go.
How forward are you looking at week 10?
Oh, that's going to be a great night too. Senior night and Lake will be awesome. I don't know. I don't have words. I just get that shiver like I told you. I get a little tingle every time I hear that.
Jeske's definitely a hard worker. His attitude towards the game is really good. He wants to win, loves to win, and he's not scared of anybody. No matter who it is, he'll go full go.
Trent is a young man who's really worked hard in the offseason to put himself in a position to be a dominant player on Friday nights. He's a guy that we count on the offensive line to provide us depth, and then on the defensive line to stop the run. He's having a great time playing. You could tell it. I love when he's in the huddle and just his demeanor. Really likes to run the counter. Whenever we run that and he's at guard, he gets really excited about shank pulling and kicking out defensive ends, which is kind of melts my heart as an offensive lineman myself.
And how important is a player like him? Because it seemed like he was going to be exclusively offense, but then all of a sudden, I've heard from players, their exact words is Giacchetti has stolen him to the defense.
Yeah, I mean, he still plays offense, and we're going to need him to do that. But, you know, the defensive line, we were able to provide some depth as we were facing some opponents who were really, good run football teams. And having the ability to rotate guys in and out on the defensive line as you're trying to stop these big, powerful backs with big, strong offensive linemen is very important. And Trent provided that depth for us because we had a sophomore, Ian Englehart, step up on the offensive line. Ian's now out with an injury, so Trent's going to be called upon to come back to the offensive side a little bit, and we're going to have to share the load, obviously, on offense and defense now.
He kind of has that nastiness, too, that the rest of the line does, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, if you're going to play in the trenches, you're going to have to understand and love the game within the game. A lot of people that are fans watch the game from afar, and they enjoy it from afar. But when you actually live in the trenches as a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman, there's its own game going on in there that the common fan doesn't understand. Trent understands it, and he enjoys it.
Oh, that's one more thing about Hamilton. He's probably one of the biggest recruited players in Avon history. I mean, almost every school wanted him. What's that like, just being around somebody like that? What do you learn from somebody like him?
He's a great guy. I mean, I love him. But, like, it's weird because, like, it's like the norm for me now, right? Like, it's normal for me to have a guy that's getting recruited. Like, no one else can say really that, like, they've had a 5-star recruit or whatever that's been getting recruited.
To an outsider, they have no idea what it's like to be around somebody like that on a regular basis. How has being around him changed you?
For someone that has that many offers and is like that, like, if I personally had that, I'd probably have a decently higher ego. Like, being around, like, I'm the man, like, I own this thing. But he doesn't do any of that. Like, we're all brothers, we're all on the same level. There's no, like, hierarchy, which I think is awesome that he can do that and not be like a douche, which is like you do this, you're doing it wrong. Like, he's like always got my back. So I mean, I love him.
Go back to day one when you came into this program to now. How much has this program changed you as a person?
I think like just discipline. Like, I was never really disciplined. I didn't have like a mental like discipline to myself. And this is that like being in Chicketti's program is like got me every single day. Like, I've been waking up at 5 a.m. for 4 years now, and that's just like, and I've enjoyed it. Like, I've wanted to get better every single day. So it's like I can carry that on for the rest of my life, and I'm just ecstatic that I've had a program that can help me do that.
Like, what is something you want people to remember Trent Jeske as? What do you want to leave as a legacy?
Just like always be hardworking, like never giving up. Really, like, I mean, I have type 1 diabetes, so I mean, like, I think that's just something. Like, I have like good sugars, right? But some people don't, and I don't think anyone really like realizes how like hard it is to do that. Which, I mean, I don't think it's that hard, but in someone else's eyes, it is pretty hard to be like giving yourself insulin and maintaining your sugar at a decent level. I think if I was to leave something, just like never let anything give you down. Like, I was born with it technically, but I found out when I was like 15, so I've only had it for like 3 years now. I just wouldn't want anyone to like give up on playing football just because something that they were born with.
How much of a challenge has that been for you?
I figured it out, but my freshman year it was like really tough because I was just diagnosed with it, and I got like super skinny. First day of school, I got diagnosed, and I got super skinny, and I was out of practice for like a couple days, and I come back, and I was just cramping up like crazy because I was in the hospital for a little bit. But since then, I figured it out. I mean, just eating and not giving insulin before practice, and just eating, get my sugar high, and burning that all off for practice is working well. And during games, I just be chomping on some honey or some sugar tablets on the sideline in between snaps. It works perfectly. Put some honey on him. A little honey never hurt anyone. Got my honey over there. I gotta go get some.
Should before you pass out
shaky,
too.
right?
I heard you mention the honey.
No, yeah, the honey.
I didn't know what that meant.
Oh,
Now I
yeah,
get
no,
it.
yeah, the honey. I mean, it's great. I just chomp it down, just start swigging as much as I can, and it helps with my shakiness that I might get during the game.
If you were a flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
Chocolate peanut butter cup, that's my way to go. I love me some chocolate and peanut butter. It goes right to the belly, too. Oh, my gosh, it's amazing.
If you were a pizza, what toppings would be on it?
I was meat lovers, but I haven't really had like banana peppers on my pizza, but I think like banana peppers or jalapenos would add like a nice little spice or something to it. It would be nice.
Nice little cake.
Yeah, spice is good flavor.
If they made a movie in Hollywood about Trent, who would star as Trent Jeske?
Oh my gosh. You know, I'd probably Paul Blart. You know, he's like popping his sugars on his thing. You know, some diabetes, you know, just popping sugar, running around. I think that'd be the best thing.
Kevin James?
Yeah, Kevin James. That's it. If that's who it is, yes. Hey, Paul Blart. Yeah.
What's funny is I've been given that comparison.
Really?
People say I look like him.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could see it a little. But yeah, I think that'd be good.
Recently, the Mega Millions was at $1 billion. If you bought that ticket and had the winning ticket, what would you do with it?
For sure, like retire my mom. For sure. Did you say $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Jeez. Probably buy a couple houses. I don't know. Like, I want to definitely go to Europe. Somewhere in Europe. Somewhere in, like, Caribbean. Yes, Caribbean. I've been down there a couple times. Maybe, like, California. Or definitely somewhere where I could ski. Like, Europe, I know has some crazy mountains. Or, like, I've been to, like, California, like, northern. And then just have, like, the time of my life, I think. Just, like, grab, like, as many friends as I could and just, like, buy a plane and just book it around the world and just travel. I think that'd be the best. House to house. Just buy a house everywhere I go.
Nice.
That'd be sick.